What's going on, hunters? 4 months to elk season. I wanted to go over some clip options, or actually the newest clip option that we're going to. We've officially gone fully to this style clip for the 1.5 inch and 2 inch belt webbing, and in some cases a 2.25 inch belt webbing. But I wanted to do a demo on how it works and kind of the reasons for this upgrade. So I've got it set up right now, and this is how it'll come on any of your EMG holsters. It'll come in the 2 inch configuration. It goes, I've got my K3 4800 here, which obviously uses a 2 inch belt webbing. Slides right on, clips right in, nice and easy, no play up and down. When you go to draw your gun, you don't have to wait for the holster to come up and bottom out on that clip before your gun starts to release from it. It's just instant. But if you had a 1.5 inch belt, you can very easily switch these out to 1.5 inches. Now, you don't want to break a nail. You could ruin your hunting season. It would just put the whole season down the tube if you broke a nail. But you pull these little spacers out of here and you move them to whatever level you want. So if you leave it out completely, you've got a 2.25 inch belt gap here. If you put it in the bottom one, it's 2 inches, and you just keep going up to that top one is 1.5 inches, which is what a lot of manufacturers are using. Like this is the K2 belt from Exo Mountain Gear. And so you would just simply move that spacer, slide this on like you would any other, like we showed before, and it clips in beautifully. And again, because of that spacer, it bottoms that webbing out perfectly, so that you don't have any up and down play. The other cool thing about these, as opposed to some of the other clips we were using, is that it's got a pretty significant belt gap here. So on the old clips we were using for the 2 inch frames, you can kind of see there's not a whole lot of gap there. So it was really built for this MOLLE, or this 2 inch style webbing. Now, with this big of a gap in there, it's very easy to take it off, adjust it to your everyday carry belt. So say you put an animal down and now you want to remove your holster from your pack, put it on your everyday carry belt, you can do that pretty easily. So you would obviously just open them up, take it off the pack, slip it onto your everyday belt, and again, it's a 1.5 inch belt, so clips in, and you can kind of see it's really ideal for this application. So you've got that clip, nice solid click, seated properly, and now again you've gone from your pack to now I'm quartering my animal and I want to put it on my belt and have my gun on me, if you happen to be in grizzly country, whatever. But that was one of the bits of feedback that we got from a lot of hunters, is that they wanted something that would do both. They'd run here and they could run on their belt for when they're in grizzly country and maybe they put their pack down to go on a stalk. So that's where we're coming from, is something like that, where it's not as versatile. Obviously it works real well, but doesn't have that adjustability that these guys do. So again, we've got a couple of options. This will be the standard from now on the EMG holster, unless you choose the 3 inch, which is again for the MOLLE webbing. But outside of that, this is what you're going to get. Again, the feedback has been very, very positive. And so we're still looking for feedback. Obviously, we'll take whatever we can get. Any pictures of you in the field with your ivory gear on is very much appreciated. But again, wanted to go over the new clips, what you'll be getting, how to adjust them, all that stuff. Don't break a nail. Happy hunting.